Hello everybody, I'm Holly.
I'm Cannon.
This is Desmond the Bee, and
we are Basically Creative.
Today is our January challenge, and it's day 26. And the challenge...
You had a problem.
I did. Today's challenge is to draw dinosaurs.
Dinosaur.
So I had, my brain immediately went, fat, cute, chubby dinosaurs. And so
the other side! I have never seen the other side!
I'll post it on Instagram or something. It's, I'm so pleased with how cute these dinosaurs are. I might have to do them as like little characters, like for print or something, and make stickers out of them.
I think you should be scanning in those other side ones, by the way,
yeah,
as well.
They're such chum. So I did three.
Nice.
I did a Stegosaurus, I did a T-Rex, and I did a Triceratops, and I totally forgot the name of Triceratops there until like 2 seconds ago. Yes, I remembered! So I drawed them their little fat selves, and it's supposed to be a picture of the T-Rex being invited to play by the other two, and he's nervous because he's never played with me before.
That's really
so he's holding his little tail like, really? I can play with you? And
Oh.
like, yeah, come play with us! So, yeah. I had a bit of an issue when I filmed this because my phone hates me. And it ran out of film, and then I went back in and unfilmified a lot of it because a lot of it was on your computer already.
Oh yeah.
And then I went to turn on the thing, like the video. I've just left all these bits in because why not? I went to turn on the video and then put it up into the thing and then turned the video off again. Because
yes.
because usually I put it up into the holder first and then turn it on, and I was stupid, so I didn't. So you have a lovely speed draw of me drawing them out, and then a nothing, and then for a while.
And then a nothing.
I think I line it. I don't know. We're getting to the bit almost where the next bit of film is because I take a break. I'm so happy with these though. They were so short, little fat dino butts. Yeah. Yeah, you see me line them then. I'm using a 0.5 Stedler pigment liner.
Yes.
One of my favourite of the
That was from your
liners.
scrawler box,
It
wasn't
was from my December.
I think it was.
I think so. I loved it though. It's amazing. So good. The thick line on it is perfect when you're doing cartoony stuff. Because it totally captures that cuteness that you want.
Yes.
So yeah, he's looking down into the side because he's like, do you really want to play with me? And they're like, yeah. So he's holding his little tail and his tiny little arms. And his tiny little noodles of arms. So I'm just so happy with them. I really am. Because sometimes you just
Need to have a cute thing.
You just go for it, and it's like, that went okay. That went okayer than okay than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
I think actually my Triceratops is my favourite though. His little face! And his little tail.
And his teeny tiny little Triceratops horns.
Yeah, I didn't like the way I did this face the first time because it was a bit too square on the chin of him. So I went back and smoothed it over in a minute. You don't really notice until you're kind of closer up, but I was looking at it and I was like, I must fix it, but I also must line everything else first.
Yes.
It's steggy. I am a Stegosaurus. I decided to make his little spikies two-tone, so they got a little pattern on them.
Aww.
Mostly for my own amusement. They weren't there beforehand, so
I
just put them in because I was like, oh, fun time. I'm just making sure that the bits that need to be a bit thicker are. And then I drew some little mountains in the background because I didn't know what to do. And then I was like, dinosaurs are like slightly associated with volcanoes.
Volcanoes and mountainy things.
Yeah, so and I did some trees. Which are supposed to be far away, so I did a little landline there so that it looked like they were far away as opposed to the dinosaurs were bigger than you'd think.
Yeah.
So I'm back because that was my hands going, well, what now? Because I'm such a fail.
Not such a fail.
I realised afterwards that my mountains looked a bit like hay bales, so I had to go in and be like, it's the mountains in summer, totally.
Yeah, sun's on them and stuff.
I used my Colorista pencils to do this. It was an 8-pack and they're really nice bright poppy colours, and I really like the way it turned out.
Nice.
So, I am finished.
Yay! I did a thing. I did a Scottish thing.
Oh, I'm so happy, Caroline.
I decided to do the only living dinosaur among us right now that's not a bird.
I like your musical version.
And,
Can you please do Nessie the musical?
if you give it away!
Oh, shall I take that bit away?
No.
What can you do? Can you do Nessie the musical? It's the only living dinosaur today. It's not a bird. Da-da-da. It's Nessie the living dinosaur.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Until I give it away, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, believe or don't believe, but if you don't believe, you're a fool.
Ha.
Yes, Nessie. So you'll have to come Nessie hunting and, you know, spend lots of money and love Nessie. Spelling.
Boost our economy.
Yes, anyway.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Oops.
So, yes. So, really, what we has is a Nessie dinosaur, for what they suspect Nessie is / could / might have been. And she's watching the people be like, oh, we see Nessie, but look, they're not pointing at her. No, they're not.
They're sticky beans.
They're pointing at, oh, her tail. And there you go. So Nessie is not really Nessie. Nessie's just Nessie's tail.
Do you know what I
And
find
that's
dead funny about this though? Is that
that's the child.
that's the child putting a cup down and then taking it away. I find it funny the whole Loch Ness Monster hoax thing with they never gave it any eyes.
No, never, ever.
And the picture's good enough quality that you would notice that it wasn't real because she didn't have any eyeballs. And they were just like, oh yeah, that'll do. People will totally believe us. And we were like,
just no, never.
I love this so much. It's true.
It's also trying to make it look like she's so much bigger than you actually expect. Originally, what I really, really wanted to do was to have the tail bit kind of the same, but then a bit of land kind of at the bottom with a little child patting Nessie, whose head's out the water, and the child's giving her cuddles, patting her and stuff. Well, these idiots are like, there's Nessie! And she's like, no, I'm just keeping you out my road because I'm, you know, not interested.
Partial to small children.
Yes. Partial to small childly. You know, people who are not going to be like, hey, let's put her in a zoo.
Not for eating them though.
No.
Because that sounded like she'd quite like to eat a small child for breakfast.
Yes.
I'm partial to a small child.
Yes. I'm not sure why her nose is out and she's, you know...
I like that though.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like sort of a bit cheeky.
Yeah.
It's like she's going,
yeah.
I dare you to look in the opposite direction.
Yeah, but you're not going to. I know you're not.
The thing is though, is with the I just love the composition of it because everything is so clearly set out.
Uh-huh.
And that she's the focal point and you totally get the size thing that you're trying to convey. And then the tiny little thing. But everything, like, the more you look at it, because immediately you're just like, oh, Nessie! And then you see the little guys and it's really cool. Yeah, so I love the way that this whole thing turned out.
Thank you very much.
I just think it's fab. If you're a Scottish child, generally you've been to Loch Ness.
At some point.
For a school trip of some description. I remember I didn't go with the school actually, I went with my mum.
Same, I didn't go to the school.
We were up
either.
that way anyway, for some reason that I can't recall correctly. But, so my mum was like, oh, guess where we're near, kids? And we were like, what? I was like 6. Loch Ness. Oh, wow! Because obviously we knew about Nessie. So we went and kind of stopped off on the way to wherever we were going and went to Loch Ness. And we were allowed to take, I think it's a lot cheaper then, we were allowed to take this wee ferry and go like out into the loch, Nessie hunting and then come back. And I thought, you know when you see a big body of water and the currents change and they make the sort of big shapes out in the water?
Yeah.
I thought the big shapes were Nessie.
Oh, lovely.
So I would see like the massive change in the current changes like out in the middle of the water, and when it was a body of water that wasn't Loch Ness, I thought it was a whale. But in Loch Ness it was like, it's Nessie, mummy!
Oh, lovely.
Like, what are you talking about, child? Bless you.
Funny, that just came upon me.
Do you know, it was so loud. It was unbelievably loud, and yet she totally like shielded and unbelievably well. She turned away from the camera and straight in the opposite direction. Like,
What was that we were talking about last night? I did a thing with the
vampire sneeze.
A
When you
dab.
sneeze into your nail, we're dabbing.
I was dabbing.
We didn't know what dabbing was until I
Tell them that.
came across it on the internet.
You knew what it was. I didn't.
I didn't know what it
I'm
was
so
until.
sheltered and innocent.
But
in
the only
dab.
reason I came across it was because the internet and people who know things and
yeah.
probably some sort of other YouTube video.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, oh, that's a thing. Oh, hey. And then I remembered it when
Like,
you
oh,
sneezed.
whoops, by the way, the end.
So yeah, I've been Holly.
I've been Cannon.
This has been Desmond the Bee.
And we have been Basically Creative.